Hey everyone, this is Josag reporting for Foodie Talks TV. I hope you're having a lovely and a wonderful day. Well, this is coming very late, but I think it's high time I come out and make my own predictions for the ongoing Club World Cup happening right now in the United States. Already it's late and I've missed out two games already, being the games between Palmeiras and Botafogo and Chelsea versus Benfica. I can't really bring up my predictions anymore because most people might guess I'll think I'm lying. So I'll just move ahead with the rest games to come up who I think is gonna be the winner. Well, so next games are going to be between Fluminense versus Inter Milan, Al Hilal, Man City, Juventus, Real Madrid, Monterrey taking on Dortmund. Just the net rest games coming on. The round of 16 features are set already, so I think my prediction goes this way. I feel the game between Fluminense and Inter Milan. I think Inter Milan are going to win that game comfortably, and I think the scoreline is going to be a 2-0 victory, but it's going to be a comfortable game for Inter Milan. Then the game between Al Hilal and Man City. I feel it's going to be a tough game, but come on, it's Man City. Man City are going to deal with Al Hilal of Saudi Arabia. They're very good in playing the game, but I think Man City is just better, mostly with the introduction of Rodri back from injury, as well as some new signings. They're on fire. They are the only team with 100% record, so I feel they're going to go comfortable over Al Hilal, and I think it's going to be a scoreline of about 4-1 because I think Al Hilal are very stubborn and I believe they're going to score a goal or two, but I'm giving it a 4-1 victory in favor of Man City. Then Paris Saint-Germain taking on Inter Miami. Messi's Inter Miami. Yeah, that's a game most people are wishing and praying goes in the way of Messi, obviously, because he has lots of fans in the game. But I think that game is supposed to be an easy game for PSG, and I believe they're going to win that game by 4-1. Hopefully, Messi gets a goal for his fans. Then the game between Bayern Munich and Flamengo is a very tough game, and I think it's going to be a tactical game because Flamengos are more of the underdog in this one, and we all know football is a crazy game. And I think Flamengo are going to be a very strong problem for Bayern, but I think on paper it looks like Bayern is going to come out from that one. And I personally feel Bayern is going to beat Flamengo, but I don't think it's going to be an easy game. I think it's going to be a game of one goal margin, maybe 2-1, 3-2, you never can tell. But I see Bayern winning that game, but it's going to be a tight game. Then Monterrey taking on Dortmund. No, Monterrey, they've been really trying the club from Mexico, mostly with the signing of Sergio Ramos. They've been a force to reckon with. Not like they've been at their best in this tournament so far, but they qualified with the last game, 4-0 victory in their last game. Dortmund is still a team trying to gel, and I think that story, I don't really see the both of them being a challenge to win the competition though, but I just feel with everything and how it's going, I think Dortmund might get them upset. Might get upset, and I feel Monterrey can come out from that one with a victory because these South American teams, people really overlook them a lot, and they're very good. They're very technical with the game. They know how to play the game. It's not about names and millions-dollar signings. It's about the passion of the game, and these South Americans, they seem to have it. So I know there's going to be a story of the underdog, and I'm seeing it coming out from this game. I think Monterrey are going to defeat Dortmund by 3-2 because Dortmund, they're very good offensively, but they're very, very bad defensively. So it's a vice versa team for that team. So I see Monterrey coming out with a victory on that one. Then the next game is going to be a game between Juventus, the whole ladies of Juventus, taking on Real Madrid, the kings of Europe, the ever strong Champions League kings. But that game is going to be a tough game. Most people are trying to write off Juventus because of their 5-2 loss to City. But I think that game, obviously, they rested most of their stars because they have already qualified already then. But Real Madrid as well, they're beginning to gel into a team everyone is expecting them to be. since the introduction of Alonso and some other signings, mostly Oysen and defense, the Iceman as he's been called, it's really going to be a good game because I see Real Madrid playing more as a team right now, and I think Real Madrid are going to just edge over Juventus. It's not going to be as easy as the one of City Juventus, but I think it's going to be a game of 3-1, 3-2. I don't know, but I see Madrid scoring 3 goals. Then we're on to the quarterfinals because obviously I missed the game of Fluminense, Botafogo and Palmeiras and Benfica and Chelsea. Those where Palmeiras and Chelsea have already emerged into the quarterfinals. Then the quarterfinal for me, I think that game is going to be a tough game because Palmeiras are not trying to back down from this tournament. You can see that I watched the game against Botafogo yesterday and they played exceptionally well. And Chelsea as well. Although Chelsea they haven't really brought that spark of the Chelsea of old, but in the extra time yesterday, they really showed that there's a difference in the Premier League and the Portuguese league. So I think maybe they might just bring that spark with them, but I think Palmeiras is also going to put up a strong fight. So you never can tell. I see that game going to the extra time, and honestly, I see Palmeiras beating Chelsea. Well, it's just a prediction. That's how I see the game. I feel there's a lot of upset that's going to happen. Already, Chelsea has lost to a Brazilian team already in this competition. Not like I'm hating on Chelsea or anything, but I just see Palmeiras maybe edging over Chelsea. Then to the quarterfinals, my second quarterfinal is going to be between Inter Milan and Man City, a repeat of the Champions League of 2 years ago. And honestly, I think Man City is going to ease past Inter Milan because Inter Milan, they were looking like a threat at the beginning of the season. Coming at the end, towards the end of the season, they were on for the treble and ended up winning nothing. And since then, I haven't really seen that spark with them, mostly with the coach stepping down and signing in for Al Hilal. I think Man City is going to ease through Inter Milan. It's going to be a 3-0 victory. Yeah, a 3-0. Then moving on to the other one, the other quarterfinal game is going to be a game between the Parisians, the champions of Europe, taking on the champions of Germany. That's going to be a cracker, a game of stars, a game of firework from the start to the end. I know it's going to be a game of goals. There's going to be loads of goals in that game, but I see PSG just edging over Bayern because PSG, obviously, they have so many talent. PSG are going to beat Bayern. They're just going to edge over Bayern with the quality of stars that I think PSG has been a force to reckon with all through the season. It's still the season, so PSG is going to hedge Bayern by, let me say, 4-3, because or probably 3-2, or it might just be a goal of difference scoreline, but I just feel PSG are going to come out victorious in that game. Then the next game is going to be between Monterrey and Real Madrid. Hopefully it's going to be Sergio Ramos taking in his former team. He always tends to score against them whenever he plays against them, which is crazy, but obviously we know Real Madrid are going to trash Monterrey. It's going to be a trashing though. I feel it's going to be a game of 3-0. I see Madrid going to the semi-final on that game. Then straight to the semi-final. The first semi-final is going to be a game between Palmeiras taking on Man City. And I see Man City overcoming Palmeiras quite easily. And I feel the game is going to be a game of very few goals, because Palmeiras are very good defensively as well. Even though they're not that spark offensively, I think they're good defensively. And I really don't think Man City have really played against any strong team apart from Juventus, who arguably used their second team. So I feel that game is going to be a game of 2-0 or 2-1. I see Man City emerging into the final. Then it's going to be a game of, the second semi-final is Real Madrid taking on the Parisians, PSG, the champions of Europe, the current champions of Europe, taking on the kings of Europe. And it's going to be a strong game. It's going to be a very strong game. That's like the final before the finals. And I think Real Madrid might just edge over Paris Saint-Germain. I think Real Madrid are going to defeat them by 2-1, and it's going to be a Madrid Man City final. And I think the champions just might be Man City, but I'm hoping they're not the champions though, because obviously I'm a United fan, but I'm not trying to be biased or sentimental. Yeah, Man City are like the best club right now, if not the biggest team right now in football. But or should I say in this competition, because some people might argue Barcelona with how they've been with the recent signing of the coach, but sadly they're not in this competition. So I hope for Madrid to win, and I hope for Madrid to win by 2-1 in the final. So there you have it. That's my prediction for this Club World Cup currently going on in United States. Josag reporting for Foodie Talk. Peace and love.